So the other day, I think you pulled off the greatest marketing heist ever.
101, like, yo, like.
Because everyone thought you actually got jumped. And in Dubai as well, like people might have thought.
And they come over, they finally got him, they was happy, they was celebrating.
I document my stock market portfolio. I get people saying, oh, you're making these numbers up, you're fabricating these numbers. But it's a thing where people can't believe that you're actually doing well in life.
9 times out of 10, bro, you will never ever find a rich person in the comments hating.
No successful person will sit there, see someone trying to make something out of their life and hate. They will actually motivate you to continue. Would you say there's a golden ticket or a golden formula to blowing up on social media?
My cheat code is, I live in Dubai, I'm 3 hours ahead of UK.
A lot of entrepreneurs or business owners, they work 7 days a week. They're constantly working on their business.
Mental health is serious, bro.
Okay, who's your favorite drill artist right now?
My favorite drill artist, to be honest, is Dig That, bro. That's my favorite.
Would you say UK drill is dead in 2025?
Remember, you have uni students that might not know who Kojo Funds is.
Yeah, see, that's crazy because that's what we...
You hear me? But if they go there, they're going to Shazam the music and all of a sudden they've got an extra fan.
But would you say Dubai is actually as safe as people make it out to be?
Obviously, we always talk amazing Dubai. You live here, Dubai is great.
Would you say there was a specific moment in your time, maybe whilst you were in prison, that made you think, I need to put a plan together? All right, we got Mr. Aki himself, Bouncer.
Welcome, my boy.
Thank you for joining, man. Welcome to the Dubai Entrepreneurs Podcast, my bro.
Big up, my bro. Come on.
Come on. Appreciate you jumping on. Now, I feel like you've dabbled in quite a few business ventures throughout your time. You know, you primarily started in music management. You then went off into the boxing promotion, Wicked and Bad energy drinks. Now you're really doing your thing in journalism and social media.
Yeah.
We're going to get into all of that. But before we get into all of that, I've got 4 punchy questions that I've got. And yeah, I want to get your thoughts on them. So it's this or that scenarios. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Question 1, yeah. If you had to choose £10 million today, but no social media ever again, or keep building your brand, what are you picking?
Keep building my brand.
Yeah.
100%.
So you value your brand more than 10 mil?
Yeah,
10 mil
100%.
right today. If I was to deposit 10 mil into your account right now, you're picking building your brand?
Yeah.
I love it, man. All right, question 2. Old school drill or new drill?
Old school drill.
Let me define what I mean by old school drill. So I'm thinking of like the 6-7 guys, the old Harlem, Reeks MB, and then new guys like Margs, Quingface. Quingface, I don't know if I'd class him as new drill, but...
Yeah. I like jumpy drill. So like I said, like the Quingface, plugged in, Dig That, 8 style 2. That sort of jumpy
you class
drill.
that more as old or
new? I class it as kind of
so
jumpy.
you're more in the new stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your favorite drill artist right now?
My favorite drill artist, I'll be honest, is Dig That, bro. That's my favorite drill artist, I'll be honest.
It's unfortunate we're not going to get some tunes from him for a while. But
yeah, I know.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
man. All right, question 3. You can only pick one asset class to invest in for the rest of your life. What are you going all in on? Crypto, stocks, or property?
Property.
Okay, how come?
Because you see with property, you got to understand, especially when you invest from years, like we're in Dubai, Saudi's going to have opportunities when it's the right time, and we'll have the chance to invest in these opportunities. And there's wealth, there's different types of wealth, even in the UK, where you got our parents that has bought property at £30,000, and then now the property is worth like 3 point this after 30 something years. So I feel like property is something where you can have Airbnb businesses, and it's like you can leave something to your family in it. Stocks, of course, amazing. Crypto, amazing. But there are elements to that. It can go down, or do you know what I mean? So
I think when you're investing, there's always that risk.
You have to have the right education behind it, innit? But property, you can't really go wrong.
I think it's the safest option.
The safest option.
Bricks and mortar, like no one can take that away from you. Yeah. Okay, interesting. And then a city to live in forever. What are you picking, Dubai or London?
Dubai.
100%?
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
So you've been in Dubai for about 2.5 years now. Do you ever see yourself going back?
No, I don't. I don't see myself. If I was gonna move back to the UK, it would probably be Manchester.
Is it? What about Manchester though?
The people, like up north, the people are more happy, polite. London, they're miserable, man.
I feel like Manchester's becoming the new London in terms of like population. It's
and money
growing.
as well, innit?
And money, yeah. A lot of people are moving
quality.
to Manchester, yeah.
London's a bit overrated in terms of everything's just expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, 100. Yeah, you can get things for a fraction of the price in Manchester. Yeah. Okay, interesting, bro. So the other day, I think you pulled off the greatest marketing heist ever. I went onto social media and I saw you were saying that you got jumped, you broke your nose. I was thinking, damn, we're gonna have to postpone the podcast. And then it turned out to be a boxing match. You got boxed in a match. I saw a couple guys online celebrating. I won't say names. A couple men saying a few things, this and that. But man, that social media is crazy, man.
It's a crazy space. Obviously, look, with what I'm doing, it's very new to the UK. So obviously you're gonna always get something that has not been done before like that in the UK. They're always gonna be against it. It was like influencer boxing. You know what I'm trying to say? So when you're carving your own lane, you're gonna get crazy like hate. So just like DJ Academics in his space. So I just gave the people what they wanted, bro. Like I was boxing my brethren, get me? And they thrive with it. And I just said to UKL on Snap, just do a post to say, wish me a speedy recovery. And then everyone came with 101, like, yo, like.
Because everyone thought you actually got jumped. And in Dubai as well, like people might have thought.
And they come over, they finally got him, they was happy, they was celebrating. And then obviously, you know me, I just boom, and just showed you like it was more of a thing just to say, guys, sometimes you're hating, but you don't know you're hating. So, and sometimes you have to ask yourself, is there a reason why you don't like Bouncer? Like, what's the reason to you why you don't like Bouncer? Because in the comments is influenced by if there's hating things and how many likes, then everyone else is gonna jump on that bandwagon. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But for me, it's like, look, I'm just giving you a prime example. Just focus on yourself, do you, and bro, just don't do the crabs in the bucket thing, man.
Yeah. I think it's a thing. It comes from envy, people being envious.
That's it. But it's always happened to me. Before I started doing this journalism stuff, bro, people hated, man. Developing.
When you're on the online space though, it's naturally how it's gonna be. People see your life, they see that you're living a better quality of life than them. Like even with myself, I get a lot of hate on TikTok. You know, I document my stock market portfolio. I get people saying, oh, you're making these numbers up, you're fabricating these numbers. But it's a thing where people can't believe that you're actually doing well in life. They can't fathom that you're doing well, and it's just an element of hate. And it makes them feel better about themselves.
100%. Yeah.
So it's a crazy world, man. Yeah. So what was the outcome, or what did you want the outcome of that marketing stunt to be? Was it just to gain more exposure?
Nah.
It was just to test.
It was never to gain more exposure. It was just like, I'm going to give the people what they want. So, and it just goes to show that a narrative can be pushed and you will eat it up if you can't see nothing else. And there will be people to be like, oh yeah, this is not true, but you lot will eat it up. So it just shows that the internet is a fickle place and you have to have your own mind. You know what I'm trying to say? So it just shows you guys like, look, man is actually fighting against my own people, and I'm trying to teach you the game of how to do things. You might not agree with my opinions, but bro, this is the world. If you don't agree with it, just talk about that. It's not actually build a hate train because you're projecting that hate, but it's just gonna reflect on you not doing well. Because I don't know most of the people. I don't hate no one. I wish you all well. So that's my cheat code, innit? So yeah.
Yeah, man. So would you say there's a golden ticket or a golden formula to blowing up on social media?
There's not a golden formula, but you have to detach yourself from the feeling of like, you're gonna put yourself out there. There's always gonna be an opinion. And they're always gonna doubt you, whether it's your friends or strangers or whatnot. And when you're doing something right, that's when you start getting tested the most. You get the most hate, so you know that you're doing it right. And that's the cheat code, bro. That is actually the cheat code.
Yeah. I think in the online space, you've got to be very thick-skinned. Like with yourself, you're documenting your whole life pretty much online. And you know, you obviously see all the comments, people hating.
Do you know what? I know that people go crazy on the
Actually,
comments.
sit there and read the comments.
Don't read the comments, bro.
Not at all.
So you're projecting to yourself because my team run my social media. I run my Snapchat, but my team run my social media, and I probably 99% of the time I do not read the comments. I don't even really read my DMs. I don't do it. So it's like
everything's outsourced.
I don't even post my content, bro. I have my team doing that. So I just make the content, I do the titles and the captions, and I approve the content that goes out. So
they're wasting their time hating, thinking they're gonna make you feel bad about something.
do you know what I'm trying to say? You can go, do you know what it is? Sometimes people go in the comments and they look for validation on others. So they, I agree, boom, boom, boom. But it's not gonna change that you still have no money in your account.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? Seriously. Because 9 times out of 10, bro, you will never ever find a rich person in the comments hating.
No successful person will sit there, see someone trying to make something out of their life and hate.
They don't care.
It will actually motivate you to continue. So that's why I always like to look at it. Whenever I see someone saying something online in the comments, I just think you're doing less than me.
But don't delete none of them because it helps with the algorithm.
Bro, I actually thank them. Thank you for the engagement boost.
That's it, bro.
So
trust me,
yeah, man. Haters, they're always gonna be haters and not Okay, bro. So going back to the boxing side of things, you obviously fought Arms Quality. How long ago was that fight?
Maybe like 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Quick, bro. Because I remember seeing the post online and I was thinking, you're a madman for wanting to fight him, bro. That guy is...
Yeah. It's just building a platform. Remember, then there was no such thing of influencer boxing. No one didn't want to do influencer boxing. So it's like having a platform and,
Yeah. Walking into it, were you quite confident that you're going to win the fight?
No, it's not even that I was confident. It was just I need to build a platform.
So you were willing to sacrifice?
Yeah, I didn't want to fight my man, but no one else didn't want to fight on the platform. So I just had to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I guess it's worked out well.
Yeah. It's done what it needs to do. Obviously, he's coming back. He's going to come back in the UAE. And it's going to be next year.
You lot are going to re-up?
No. Oh. The actual Wicked and Bad, you get me? But who knows, man? Like in boxing, because the fight was a joke. So who knows? In boxing, we need to give the people what they need to see. Hopefully, you get me? I can do this to Arms' nose, you get me?
Yeah, man. That's sick. So like I was saying, I feel like you've done quite a few different business ventures, music management, Wicked and Bad, the journalism thing. What would you say has been your favorite, or what do you like spending the majority of your time doing?
Look, all my business ventures that I've done, the only one that I've actually now just been like, oh yeah, boom, this is me. I'm putting effort in. I'm not crazy trying because it's just off the dome, but it's this the journalism, my YouTube, and now
because it's natural to you.
Yeah, it's just authentic. Remember, it's authentic. Like everything that I've done before, whether it was I've always put a brand or other people first. I've always built up other people. So I've got great accolades of building up other people, but they've always been a space where it's always stopped because they don't see that vision, or there's people that's whispered in their ears to get to the next stage. I can't whisper in my ears, bro. I know what I need to do. I know the position and I have the plan. I know how to apply it and I will execute it. So no one can't whisper in my ears like, you're doing things wrong. And I take advice from like peers where start doing more of this content in terms of it's too right, it needs to be more impartial in the middle, or it's too negative, or this I will listen to it and look back and be like, do you know what, guys, I hold my hands up. But in terms of like people giving me advice, bro, when I was getting 200 views or 300 views, no one wasn't giving me advice. Now I'm getting this much views, people want to give me advice. No, I'm all right. Let me just carry on doing that. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I know what I'm doing. I'm comfortable. I'm aware of what I'm doing. I'm going to make the transition and keep on making that transition. Right now, this is working. Just like when I spoke to you about the next plans that I've got plans, I know this is the next level so when 2026 comes now, it's like that and that now. And it's like, this whole thing of like, this is the business, this is the blueprint. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
That's sick, man. That's sick. How would you say you find managing time? Because, doing this social media thing is crazy long. We were speaking about this earlier on before the podcast started, and we're talking about how, you know, you got a whole team, you outsource a lot of your stuff. But how do you actually manage your day-to-day business ventures?
So my cheat code is I live in Dubai. I'm 3 hours ahead of UK. You get me? I'm going to be 4 hours. So when people are going to bed, I'm waking up. I wake up around 4:35 in the morning every morning. I pray Fajr and I go downstairs and I start. So, and around 7:30, I'll train, shower, come back downstairs, and I'll make sure I complete my 3 to 4 or 5 videos. And I literally enjoy the rest of my day. I don't do now.
So you literally just bash out work in the morning
and I'm done.
You're done for the day.
And now I'll look at things on my phone with my team. They'll send me over. I'll approve this. Once everything's approved, I'm done. That's my time. I don't go on social media after everything's live. I will check my messages in the morning on social media with my friend circle and that's commented on things. I'll have a window of that. And I just leave it like that. Anyone that's important or anyone that needs to reach out, they'll reach out to me from WhatsApp, or I will have a member of my team that will look at something important that will tell me. But apart from that, that's how I manage my time, man. I protect my energy. I enjoy life. I like to chill out and just go like that.
Yeah. So by what, 11, 12 o'clock, you're done work-wise?
Work-wise, I'm
just
done.
Enjoying your life.
I can enjoy my life. I can watch Netflix. I can chill out. I stay at home, obviously Monday to Thursday, Friday. But if some interesting news has come out and I want to speak on it quickly, I can load up my computer and just get to work.
No, I think you really hit the nail on the head with that one, because I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs or business owners, they work 7 days a week. They're constantly working on their business.
Mental health is serious, bro.
Yeah, like people suffer from burnout. And I think what you're doing is good because, you know, you work that 4 or 5 hour period and then you get to do whatever you want for the rest of the day. You'll never really suffer from burnout.
Nah, never. Like, I remember, see the world that man's in, I suffer from being overwhelmed. You get it? So I'm in a space where the stuff that I'm doing is getting, it's like a lot of like impact I'm building it. So I'm getting a lot of like positive comments, a lot of opinions, a lot of eyes. So you can become overwhelmed on the back of that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah. And then going back to when you first started social media, you've been in the space for how long now?
Like since I've been out of prison, I would say around 7 years. Over 7 years.
And when you first started, how were your friends and family viewing what you were doing from a social media perspective? Were they supportive?
Yeah, of course, because remember I first started in music, so it wasn't too much chattings or whatnot. It was that, and then obviously Little Man, so it was fine, bro. I spent 10 years of my life in prison, so it was like anything's better than going to prison, remember? So they're proud of me, you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah.
Would you say there was a specific moment in your time, maybe whilst you were in prison, that made you think, I need to put a plan together, I need to
in prison, that the big sentence that was like...
Also, that when you got that sentence, you were like, okay, I need to...
Yeah, I didn't plan anything, but it's like, what do I get into? And then I see my friends that was into music, okay, let me get into the music game, and then boom, boom, boom. And then obviously now it's built me into, this is actually the world that I can see that I want to be in for the rest of my life. And that's like the podcast space, the journalism, this side of the space. This is what works for me.
Okay, so you want to leave the music side?
Yeah, no, like obviously I'm in the music side. I have like my passion is teaching that, but it's the same thing, podcast journaling, giving insights of what artists are doing and overall things. So I'm not leaving the music because it's culture, it's the rap culture, but it's just, this is what, I'm just doing it in this way.
A bigger picture kind of thing, yeah. Would you say UK drill is dead in 2025?
I would say that rap music, just music from the culture, Afro swing, like I think it's died down. I think to become an artist, drill.
Because I look back to like uni time. So what, when 2017, 2018, drill was at the forefront.
Why is that though? I know why, but why?
Tell me, bro.
So I'm gonna make you answer this question, yeah? So when you went to uni, what were the methods did you listen to drill? Like, how did you listen to drill?
I guess through friends put me on, motives.
So motives, what was you doing? Was you going to, where?
uni raves, house parties kind of things.
Going to uni raves. There's no uni raves now. There's not much. There's no freshers. There's no freshers. That is the biggest downfall in UK music, that there is no freshers because artists are overpriced. So that's why music is plummeted, because now there's not a wave of like, so when you was going to uni raves,
I remember Kojo Funds.
Okay, then
Notes.
Young Bane, Notes, Kojo Funds. 1 week is that person, the next week is that person, the next week is that person. Okay then, bro. That is not there no more. So
you think it's more so the external factors as opposed to the quality of the music?
I think it's the external factors. I think the quality of music like is still there to a level, 100%. But I don't think that the ears, like, remember you have uni students that might not know who Kojo Funds is.
Yeah, see, that's crazy because that's what we...
You hear me? But if they go there, they're going to Shazam the music and all of a sudden they've got an extra fan. Do you know what I mean? And that's how it kind of works. But people will go from uni, freshers will go just because there's an event on and everyone else is going. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That is the biggest... That not happening in UK is the biggest L in UK music right now.
Do you think it's recoverable then?
Of course it is, but then artists are overpriced and it kind of shows that in wireless, no B or C-list artists like that got booked. Underground artists got booked. And yeah, we had the Nemses and that, but none of the, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it kind of shows, what's that showing us? Okay, Live Nation's saying, you guys cost too much money. Why are we gonna do that? We might as well just give the budget to Drake. They're gonna bring out Drake anyway. Drake's gonna bring them out anyway for free.
If there isn't a big difference in price, yeah. No, I hear it. Because I was talking about this with my boy the other day and I was thinking it was more so a trend in the same way that, you know, we have other trends in the black community. Like there was a period in time when everyone was doing the waves thing. I just thought drill was just a trend for a 2-3 year period and things have now moved on. But
I think music as a whole, I think the media, like media, podcasts, I think YouTube is streaming, it's taken over. The currency, the market share is taken over. And music, you gotta understand, when you got artists fighting in labels, bro. They got artists fight. Why does these big corporates want to keep on putting money into black culture? They might as well just spend money into pop. So they've taken money out and been like, let's just put money into pop. We're not going to go through this. There's not going to be a shoot in that music video thing. And that's what's happening. And now the artists that were doing good numbers, they can't even chart a top 40.
Yeah, that's mad.
So yeah.
Would you say like if an artist is trying to get into the music scene and they're really trying to blow, I think I saw a clip the other day and you were mentioning how, you know, people really need to put heavy marketing into short form content, forget the music videos, put in 10K into a music video. It's not really gonna achieve much. I think that was kind of what you were sort of trying to message. Would you say short form is the way forward or trying to go viral on TikTok?
No, there's different ways of like, people need to learn how to do digital ads, meta ads. People need to learn how to understand their target audience. People need to drive short form content for people to listen to their music in Spotify. You get me? That music video is only just going to put pressure on yourself because in your head you're going to think, oh yeah, I need people to make me look like I've got 50,000 views or 100K views, but you're only paying for the wrong ads. You don't even know. Sometimes people are targeting places like India where your target audience is not meant to be there. So you got to understand that. Then it's like, okay, you're an artist. What is artist? What is an artist? It's not all about just streams. It's about
the wider picture.
Yeah. So if you look at people like Jay Avalanche, I class him as an artist. Rimsey, I class him as an artist. You get me? That's building a whole branding. Slims, an artist, training, the project, do you get me? The movement. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah.
A lot of these artists though, like, you know, if they say, for example, they come up from the roads, they might not have the bread to be able to look into all these external things like what you said, like ads, and it's about having the right management, I guess, right? Because I feel like you can't do too many things great, right? So like you can't make great music, you can't try to learn it all yourself. You really need to get a team involved.
No, I think that artists are lazy. I think they feel like they need a team. Managers are gone mad. Like, if artists think that I need a manager, bro, managers just work for free. The artist might not even blow up. So what does this even mean? And then it's like, what is the artist doing? Why they need a manager? What, releasing one short form content a day? My brother, I release 4 to 5 long form contents every single day, and I release 5 short form contents on all platforms. Before I even had a team, I was managing to do that and posting myself. So it's like, when you answer artists, okay, cool, they need a team. What team? Learn how to do your own digital ads. If you learn how to operate how the labels operate, then you're gonna add more value to yourself, because you're gonna run these campaigns, you're gonna get the numbers that you need to get, you're gonna get the data, and then when the labels actually sit down with you and ask you how you did it, be like, boom. So what are they gonna sit down with you and be like, this guy's a serious guy. We wanna, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
you know,
I get you. Yeah.
I feel like artists are lazy because they say they need a team, but it's like, what is it that you need? What do you need?
I guess they want to make it, they want it to sound like it's an official kind of boom.
What like, break down, like, okay, how many times a week you gonna post? 5 times a week? Yeah. What do you need a team for? To film content. What is it that you need? You just need one of the them to film from your phone. You don't need money like that. Yeah, okay, to put your money into digital marketing, you're gonna spend money on music videos anyway. Music costs money. So if you ain't got money, don't do music. You get me? You have to have 2 jobs, 3 jobs, then get 3 jobs to pursue your music career, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, that's good insight, bro. So you've been in Dubai for 2.5 years now. You said you'll never go back. Yeah. Well, you most likely wouldn't go back. Yeah. What would you say is your favorite thing about living in Dubai?
The fact that is, to a degree, safe, innit? Like, you're like, the fact that you can freely, the police don't stop you, bro.
So I want to get onto that. Actually,
you get me? Like, they do stop, like they do protocol. Like, sometimes they might do stop checks because they have to do it because they're so, the country's so blessed. They just have to do it, but they don't harass you, bro. Do you get me? And man can, obviously you can wake up in the morning and go to the beach club and chill for the day. Do you know what I mean? Them things that, like, how can you even be down living here? You get me? The opportunity, and a millionaire in London will never speak to you freely, but a millionaire here will speak to you and break down and want to help you.
That's facts, bro. I was literally at a brunch yesterday. I met up with a team of guys from Britain. They obviously live here now in the UK. And there was this guy from America, one of the friends of the guy from England, and he was just telling me about this fintech company he started, and he's raking in millions a month, bro. Just being around that caliber of people, the exposure that you have to entrepreneurs is crazy. And it's not like that in London. I don't know why we like to gatekeep. Not even just London, but the UK in general. We're not as transactional, like transparent.
I always say it. I got invited to red carpet when I think, what's the film with Martin Lawrence and Will Smith?
Not Get Out. Bad Boys.
Bad Boys, yeah. Here, they was right there. I would never get invited to a red carpet in the UK. The people that are in charge will never invite me. They invite all the rest of the people. They won't invite me. So it made me realize, yeah, man, gatekeepers.
Even the way we met, what was it, last weekend, bro? Like, I just came up to you and I was like, bro, like, let's talk business.
Of course, man. You know, already.
It's really good, yeah. But would you say Dubai is actually as safe as people make it out to be? Because there's been a few stories here and there where, you know, people have got into some crazy situations.
So what I would say is, obviously, we always talk amazing about Dubai. You live here, Dubai is great, you get me? But obviously, there's always, if you go to the club side of things, there's always going to be people that drink alcohol and a fight happens. So it's just about where you go, innit?
Yeah. But if you compare it to London, there's just next to no crime.
That's it, innit?
Yeah. No, that's interesting. Okay. And then from a disadvantage perspective, would you say there's any disadvantages of living in Dubai over London, or Dubai is just through the roof?
No, obviously there's always going to be a pros and a cons, do you know what I mean? In terms of maybe even healthcare, you have to pay for your insurance, innit? So in London,
I don't even see
NHS,
that as an issue.
Yeah,
bro, NHS,
But NHS
that's
is
a whole different topic,
yeah,
NHS, but
of course. But there's people actually depend. They don't have no ambition to work. We have to work, bro. Again, we have to have insurance. If you break a bone, it's either your bone don't get fixed or flipping you pay the do you know what I mean? You have insurance. You know what I'm trying to say? So we have to have insurance. So yeah.
So what would you say is next for the brand?
Obviously creating a podcast space in the villa like this, but more. I'm gonna probably have this side of things where it's one-to-one interviews and then change the table and then create a whole podcast space. You get me? So I'm gonna do obviously my daily updates and then have like a weekly overall 3-hour, 4-hour podcast and then chop it up into loads of topics. So I'll probably the way I'll do the podcast will probably write down all the topics that we're gonna speak about, whether it's 20 individual topics and use about 10 minutes to speak about each one of them and then chop it up and then release the audio all together and then bits. So yeah.
Yeah. You got what? You got like a specific niche or?
Music, lifestyle, culture. That was my podcast called before, so I'll probably still name it as the Bouncer Hub or the Bouncer Show. But it's just music, lifestyle, culture, boxing, whatever's happening in our space. You get me? In culture space, we'll speak about it.
Nice. And I'll be on the lookout for that, bro. And would you say you want to be seen as the UK academics or DJ Vlad?
Nah, obviously I
feel like no one else compares to you. I mean, you got like I'm Just Bait, made you think, but I feel like you're still ahead of those guys.
Yeah. Nah, big shout out to them man's people. But what I'll say is obviously Vlad and academics, they got their own lane. Big shout out to them. I'm just someone that spent 10 years from the streets, that's changed his life. And I'm giving people insight from the streets of what we've gone through. And if you like it, it breaks it down in that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love that, bro. Hey, listen, I appreciate you for jumping on the pod. It's a great episode and yeah, man.
Come on. Big respect. Come on.